stuffed animals and all.
Yeah, I told you on Sunday I took them to Butterfly and the aquarium. That was Helena's souvenir. I literally begged her to get something else. She got so molested.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And
I told my mother-in-law that she's not allowed to get any more stuffies. And so she'll like get a book that matches with one and be like, no, that is a stuffy. Not for any more. Like I've given up at this point. We'll just be like, thank you. And then
I didn't want to say you're not allowed to. Jessie told me the good alternative next time is to say you can have a book or a shirt or a puzzle.
oh yeah, limit from the jump, right? Yeah, the stuffies, the draw of the stuffies. We know it well. We know it well.
Ready to roll?
Is that on?
Rock and roll.
Yep, it's on.
Should we do the Shabbat Shalom Bruce shtick?
Either way.
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Let me see some Bim Bom hands. Who's got the really good Bim Bom hands?
Bim Bom hands.
I know Dylan Nasadka is really good at Bim Bom hands. Oh, I don't see Dylan. I see Logan. Show me your Bim Bom hands. A 1, 2, ready, go.
Bim
Bom, bim, 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 bom. Bim, 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 bom. Cheery, beery, beery, bim.
Bom, bim, 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 bom. Bim, 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 bom.
Sing it again.
Bim, bom, bim, 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 bom.
Bim,
Bim, bim, bim, bim, bom. Cheery, beery, beery, bim. Bom, bim, 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 bom. Bim, 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 bom.
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. Hey, Shana Tova. Hey, Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Hey, Shana Tova. Hey, Shana, 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 Shana Tova.
Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Shana, 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 Shana Tova. Shana Tova.
Hey,
Shana
Tova. Hey, Shana, 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 Shana
Tova.
Shana Tova. Hey, Shana Tova. Hey, Shana, 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 Shana
Bim
Tova.
bom.
Bim bom, bim 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 bom. Bim 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 bom. Cheery beery bim. Bom, bim 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 bom. Bim 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 bom. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
What a treat it is to be together, to see each of your faces, and to have the chance to mark Yom Kippur together, that special holiday that comes after Rosh Hashanah, where we still get to wish each other a Shana Tova, a good year. And I am Rabbi Siegel, this is Rabbi Capel, this is Cantor Woolman, and I know we've each been looking forward to this special time with you. Well, we have some pretty special tunes that we hear on the High Holy Days. We already said the words Shana Tova, and there's a special song that has a special tune for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
Lishana Tova
Tikatevu, Lishana Tova Tikatevu,
Lishana Tova V'techatemu.
Now there are some tougher words in that, and I want to just point out, it says Shana Tova, for a good year, Tikatevu, may you be written, and then that harder word in the next line, V'techatemu, that means sealed. And really what this song means is let's make it official that this is going to be a really good year, a really good year.
So we're going to start off Yom Kippur by lighting our holiday candles. And to do that, we have the Goldberg family. So we are going to ask the Goldbergs to come on up, and they are going to lead us in the blessing. And we all can take our yadayim, take our hands, and we're going to circle 1, 2, 3 times, and we're going to bring the light into our hearts as we say this prayer together.
We can get our hands ready to cover our eyes.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'echad l'igner shel Yom HaKippurim.
Amen. And now we have an opportunity to bless our children. So if your children are near you, I invite you to put your hand on their precious cappies. And the first blessing is we say, Yevarechecha Adonai ke'Ephraim v'chi Menashe, Yesimech Elohim Kesara Rivka Rachel V'Leah. We think about all of the important Jewish people in the Torah and in our history and all the wonderful qualities that they had. They were wise and they were kind and they were leaders, and we want our children to have those qualities too. And then we tell our children, Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. We want God to watch over you. We want you to have a healthy year with a strong body. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. There should be a lot of light in your year coming up. We hope that you'll learn a lot, that you will be enlightened. You'll have a lot of wisdom this year. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. The most important thing we wish for you is peace. We want to have a peaceful home where we all get along with each other and we share and we play nicely together. And if there are any extra blessings you have for your children, something special you are wishing for them in this year that is just beginning, this is a good time to whisper in their ear and give them a little extra special love.
So nice to see such love. Well, I have a special story to share with you. And it's this book, a really nice book, One Good Deed. And we have it here. Yom Kippur is all about thinking about how we can be the best people we can be, how we can do the nicest, best things we can in our time and in the world. And this story is all about that. One good deed. Okay. Do you all see the houses on that street? Are you looking at the screen? Do you see the houses? Even on sunny days, Lancaster Street seemed dark and gloomy. Neighbors didn't smile at each other or talk to each other or help each other. See, there are birds and everything, but it's a little gloomy. You can see some shadows, right? But one day, Jake climbed his mulberry tree to pick its ripe fruit. Do any of you like berries? He's picking yummy berries, yeah. And he saw old Mrs. Thompson outside her house next door. Suddenly, he had a thought he never had before. What do you think he thought? He thought, I bet she's sad that she can't climb trees anymore like me. I could take her some of these delicious berries. And he gave them to her, and she was so surprised and happy, and she realized she had enough fruit to make 2 pies. 2 yummy pies. Then she had a thought she'd never had before. I loved getting these mulberries. Maybe I can share my pie with Mr. Riley next door. So someone did something nice for her, and she's going to do something nice too. So she gave it to him, and he was so happy and surprised, and the pie was delicious. And as he was eating, he looked out the window and saw kids next door playing ball. Suddenly, a ball landed on the roof of his house. And then he had a thought he'd never had before. He got the ball off the roof of the house. And then the boys, because someone did something nice for them, the boys were so happy, and they tossed it back and forth. I don't know if you can see this too well on the screens, but they see their neighbor who has a cast on his foot, right? He got hurt, and he has a cast on his foot. And they noticed that his yard had so many leaves, and they had a thought they'd never had before. Maybe they could help him rake the leaves from his yard. And he was so happy and surprised when they started. He realized he could help fix his neighbor's computer that needed fixing so he could do his homework. And he did that. And those neighbors were so happy. They were delighted. And before you knew it, the computer was working again. And then one of those neighbors sat down to check her email, and she looked out her window and saw Ashley from next door riding her old rusty bike. And what do you think she realized? She realized there was a bike in her garage that her son had grown out of, and it was practically new, and it would be perfect for her neighbor, Ashley. And so she gave her the bike. And that made Ashley so, so happy. So she rode her new bike around the neighborhood, waving and smiling and calling hello to all her neighbors. The neighbors were surprised and delighted, and everyone smiled and waved back to her. Soon, even on gloomy days, even on gray days, on their street it seemed warm and sunny. People were smiling and waving and being nice to each other. And how did it happen? No one really knew. They didn't know when Jake gave the berries to his neighbor, when she gave the pie, when he helped with the ball, when they raked the leaves or gave the bike or fixed the computer. They each just did really nice things for each other. So in this year, I want each of us to think about what kind of nice things could we do? What nice thing could you do for someone in your family, your mom or dad or brother or sister or grandma or grandpa? What nice thing could you do for a friend? Let's take a minute and then turn to your grown-up who you're with or your sibling who you're sitting with, and let's talk about what's one nice thing you could do to be a helper and make people happy. Okay, does anyone want to tell me what's one nice thing you could do? What's one nice thing you could do?
No screen time.
Oh, to stop screen time maybe right when your grown-up said so? Yeah, that's something we'd appreciate in my house too. What's one other nice thing? Oh, right over there. Can you be quiet so I can hear? Shout it out. I can't hear him, guys. Can you be quiet for 1 sec? Shout it out really loudly one more time. It's okay. He's fine. Oh, that would be such a nice thing. Thank you. Let's one more. Will you shout that out really loudly? to give someone a flower. That's such a nice idea. All right, if you have one more idea, I'm going to count to 3 and you can shout it out all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, there's so many beautiful ideas these kids have for how to make it such a nice year.
You're on for Vidui, it looks like.
I am. All right, so another thing we do on Yom Kippur is we think about ways that we could be kinder and nicer, right? Nice things to do, or ways we might want to even change and grow. And so there's a special part of our service when we get to do that. And it's a time when maybe we say, I'm sorry, but even more than that, we say, how can I grow and be even better this next year?
Everyone take your right hand, make it into a fist, and place it over your heart. And it's just like a little way of knock, knock, knocking on your heart. All right, let's tap, tap, tap our hearts. Here's how it goes. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. On Yom Kippur, it's time to restart. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Repeat after me. Ashamnu.
Ashamnu,
Bagadnu,
Bagadnu,
Gazalnu,
Gazalnu,
Dibarnu Dofi.
Dibarnu Dofi.
We've made mistakes.
We've made mistakes.
We've done bad things.
We've done bad things.
But this is what the new year brings.
The new year brings
A chance to change.
a chance to change,
A chance to grow.
a chance to grow
With one first step.
with one first step,
Nice and slow.
nice and slow.
Tap,
Tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart.
On Yom Kippur, it's time to restart. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. We've used bad words
We've used bad words
and hurt our friends.
and hurt our friends,
But these mistakes
but these mistakes
are not the end.
are not the end.
We do tshuva.
We do tshuva.
We learn to do good.
We learn to do good.
We tap our hearts
We tap our hearts
to remind us we should.
to remind us we should.
Tap,
Tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. Tap, tap, tap your heart. On Yom Kippur, it's time to restart.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay.
We are going now to do something very special. We are going to open up the ark. And I am going to ask Becca and David Solomon and their family to meet me on the bima. And when the ark gets opened, we are all going to stand up because that is how we show we have so much respect for the Torah. So when you see that ark get opened, it will be time to stand up. Oh, I think I see the ark opening. I think I see it dressed all in white for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. The Torah is all dressed up, special, just like we are. And let's all blow a kiss to the Torah. and say, we love you, Torah. You tell us so many good stories and teach us so many important things. And we say a special prayer while the ark is opened.
Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu. Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Vaneinu, Ki ein banu masim. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed v'hoshienu.
Okay, now we're going to say bye-bye, Torah. We'll see you on Shabbat. We'll see you on Shabbat.
Okay, and we can sit back down. Now there is a special instrument, a very loud kind of instrument that we get to play on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. And it is the shofar. Helena, do you want to hold your shofar up to show everyone? A shofar. And the shofar makes such a loud sound because it reminds us, hey, you, wake up. It's a new year. Let's be as good as we can be. It says, wake up, be good. Okay, so there are different sounds the shofar makes. Do you want to? Is it up here? Sure. Or she can do it. Okay, so there are different sounds the shofar makes. So you're going to hear different ones, right? So the first one is we're just going to talk about them first, okay, Helena? The first one is tekiah, and that sounds like one normal blast.
Why don't you come stand up here
Do you want to
everyone can see you?
see you? And then there's shivarim, which is 3 that sounds like ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. And then truah is like 9 little pops. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And then there's a big one at the end, too. Sure. Should we just do one round of them? Sure. Yeah. All right, you guys ready? Tekiah. Shivarim. Good job. And this is the one with 9 little pops, right? Teruah. And they're going to take a very big breath for the last one, which is tekiah gedolah. Wow. Yasher Koach, that was awesome. Now, I bet that you all know a very special song about the shofar.
I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. Tekiah.
Tekiah.
Shivarim.
Shivarim.
Teruah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year. All right, friends, take a deep breath. We're going to do tekiah gedolah. Tekiah gedolah. Teruah. Oh, shivarim.
Shivarim.
Tekiah.
Tekiah. I like to hear the shofar blast, sometimes slow and sometimes fast. I like to hear the shofar blast. Happy, happy, happy New Year.
Shana Tova. So nice to see everyone. You know what will make this a Shana Tova? If we get to see lots and lots and lots of you.
That's
and we
right.
have Tot Shabbat this Friday.
On Friday. And this one, I think, Rabbi Capel, is a pretty special Tot Shabbat, too, on Friday.
Guess what you get to wear for Tot Shabbat this Friday? You get to wear your pajamas.
It's a pajama Tot Shabbat.
It's a pajama party for Shabbat. So we hope to see you then. Friday, 5 o'clock. We'll see you then. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova, friends.